Hello everyone! So today's video is going to be 50 facts about me! I know I mentioned on my intro video that I was going to do a Q&A, but there just wasn't enough questions. I had questions, but it was just going to be like maybe a 1-minute video, and I didn't want to do that. So that's why I figured that I would just do 50 random facts about me. That way you get to know me a little bit better, and then later on we can do a Q&A. We'll see. My birthday is on April 1st. Yes, I know, I'm a fool's baby. I get that all the time. But I was born on a Good Friday that year, so technically I'm a good fool. I actually look much younger than my actual age. Can you figure out how old I am? I am an only child and I'm the oldest of all the cousins. So yes, I was the first grandbaby. First of everything. My first pet was actually named from the movie Rescuers Down Under. I don't know if you remember, it's an old Disney movie. But Bianca was the character I absolutely loved on that film, so I named my golden retriever Bianca. When I was younger, I used to go to Disneyland every year for my birthday. I'm originally from San Diego, born and raised, but we moved to Colorado when I was 10 years old, so technically I lived here longer, but I still consider myself a San Diego native. Californians have to stick together! I drink with 2 straws. I cut my burgers into 4 like a little kid. My favorite color is like a dark red. Not like this is more like a burgundy and a wine. I'm talking about like dark red, almost blood. I know that sounds kind of gross, but you get my point. Dark red is my favorite. My favorite flowers are lilies and 2-tone colored roses. And what I mean by that, with the roses, I like the kind that are like a yellow on the bottom and then the tips are like a dark burnt orange. Those are my favorite. I was actually homeschooled from 2nd grade all the way through high school. I love Disney Pixar movies. I have to tell you a story. There was a time I was at my family's house and we were watching trailers on their Apple TV. That's just what we do when we're bored. We just watch trailers all the time. Anyway, there was one named Brave. I don't know if you guys seen that. It's a cute movie, but anyway, I saw it and then we were reading what it was about and then I was like, huh, and then I saw Pixar on there. I was like, oh, put it on! I was so focused. I was watching it so intensely, and then when I would hear like one of my cousins make a noise or say something, I was like, shut up! And my cousin next to me was just like, because I was just so zoned in. I was like, what is this movie? And then afterwards, everyone's like all quiet and I was like, do it again! Because I missed the part because another one was so loud I couldn't hear. So I was like, do it again, I have to listen to it. And my other cousin was just cracking up. So yes, I am a huge Pixar fan. I pick up on accents very well. I don't know if that is a gift or a curse. Back in my hospitality years, I worked for a hotel that was mostly business travelers, so we get a lot of people overseas, a lot of different accents, and after 2 minutes of checking them in, and I would start to pick up real quickly, and I don't mean to like do it or be disrespectful or like make fun of them, it just happens to me, so I have to like really watch what I say, because otherwise I start to have like an accent and go, alright, cheers, have a good stay. I collect smash pennies! Been doing it for years. I have this one that's completely full, I have this one that's almost full, and then I have a Disney one that is almost full, but I don't know if you guys seen this, but there's actually smash quarters. Pretty nifty, huh? I only have 3, but yeah. I collect smash pennies. I was a dancer for 10 plus years, I was an instructor for 6 years, and I was a stage manager for 2-3 years. I can only wear white gold on my ears, otherwise it turns colors and my ears get really irritated and swollen. It's not fun. I have actually had dreams that came reality. I don't know if that's like seeing the future or what, but I do believe that dreams can be a sight of the future, or a vision, or whatever you want to call it. But I've encountered a couple of them. For example, I had this one dream that I was dancing by myself in this studio, and I remember looking at the ceilings and it was almost like a cloud effect. It was like this soft material up there. I don't know, it's very hard to describe, but 6 months later I enrolled to this new dance studio and they had the exact same ceiling. Another dream that I had was I was riding in a dark green Jeep Cherokee on the passenger seat, and I remember looking over to a guy and then that was it. 3 years later, it was like deja vu. I was in an ex-boyfriend's car and it was like, whoa. Another example I have, I don't know if you would call it a dream, but it was like a thought I had a night before. On this particular day, it was a Monday night, we had some friends over at our house and I was talking to my friend and I was like, you know, I feel like something's gonna happen tomorrow. Are we doing anything? And she's like, no, we're not. I was like, I could swear, I'm sure we have something tomorrow. Something is gonna happen. And I just felt that way the entire night, and right before I went to bed, I just had a thought of like New York. I don't know why. New York just popped in my head so randomly. And then next day, Tuesday, 9/11 happened. Freaky, huh? I don't know, maybe I'm a psychic. Dreams can come reality and thoughts from the night before could be realistic the next day. Watch out! My favorite character is Snoopy. What is my nationality? I am American, as like everyone else. No, I have Filipino, Irish, and a whole bunch of other things that I don't really know because my dad's father was adopted, so don't know that background that much. And I don't know anything about my great-grandfather on my mom's side, so I just say I'm a mutt. I love Jackie Chan films. I don't know, I was just grown up that way, maybe because I have some Asian in me or what, I don't know. I'm just a big Jackie Chan fan. I don't like low cars. What I mean by that is I don't like my butt dragging on the ground. How I pick cars is they either have to be the same height as me or I have to stand up to get into the car. The only low car that I do like, and this is back in my childhood, is Herbie. Always wanted a Herbie car. Never got a bug. However, my car that I have now is a Volkswagen, so I guess that will be the closest. I highly dislike eggs. Scratch. I hate eggs. I have random individual hiccups. Yes, I call them individual hiccups because randomly you'll just hear people ask me, do you have the hiccups? I'm like, no, it's just my individual hiccup. See, nothing. I am allergic to cats. My favorite number or numbers is 3, 7, 13, 18, 21, 24, and 135. I know, it's a lot of numbers. 3 the magic number, 7 is always lucky, 13 was my number in school when I was in school. Well, even when I was homeschooled, I always got 13. 18 was always cool, 21 was always cool, 24, I don't know, I just always liked the sound of that. And 135 was mostly my lucky number. When I auditioned for Colorado Ballet, that's the number I got, and I got accepted into there. At one moment in my life, 135 was the highest bowling score, so I always liked that. But now I have passed that record, so I am 142 on my bowling score. I used to collect Coca-Cola bottles. I still try to when I can. I like all types of music except for country. It's something about it. I don't like the twang and all the lyrics they have of like my ex-wife and ran over a dog and stuff like that. I know, I don't like country. My favorite fruit are strawberries! Here's a random fact for you. I had an interview one time that the interviewer asked me the question, pick a fruit and tell me why you chose that fruit. And the first thing that came out of my mind was strawberries. I like strawberries. They're my favorite fruit. The color is red and that's my favorite color, and with all the seeds on it, it looks like freckles, and I have freckles. That was my answer. I am in school to get my degree in professional photography. My closet is color coordinated. Yes, I'm OCD like that. I love flying. That is my favorite type of transportation. I had braces. I don't know if you could tell. When I had braces, I had everything except for headgear. But I did have the palate expander. I don't know if any of you are familiar with, but it was too narrow. So you had like this little key, you'd have to stick a hole in there, and my mom would always freak out because she did it for the first couple of weeks. But you would just crank it and then you'd see your mouth just like open up. Kind of freaky, but after a while I would like do it myself. I would just like, and then it created like a gap tooth right here, so I used to shoot water. I used to play the drums. I tried piano for like a year and I got bored and I was like, let's try drums. So I'm a female drummer. You know when you get a 6-pack of like say Coca-Cola or some kind of soda and it has that plastic ring on each can? I always cut those. When I was in California, they always advertised to do that because you don't want like that little thing stuck on some little guy's neck, like Happy Feet. You know that one penguin that has it on his neck and then he like chokes? That's what happens. So every time I get a 6-pack of soda or whatever, I always cut that up. When I was much younger, I used to have really curly hair, like ringlets. You know back in the day when doctors would measure you when you're a baby and they estimate of how tall you're gonna be when you go older? My doctor predicted that I was gonna be over 6 feet tall. How tall am I now? 5'5". They were wrong. The first time I was sent to the principal's office was because a boy told me I played like a girl and I punched him in the stomach. My favorite dog breeds are Golden Retrievers. I don't like wearing shorts, but I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and wear shorts because normally I just wear pants and leggings all year long. I absolutely love snowboarding. Snowboarding is the one activity that it totally gets me stress-free. I just don't think about anything. It's just you in the mountain. I absolutely love it. I want to go out and travel. I've only been to one place overseas and that was France to visit my sister. Yes, I know in the beginning I said I'm an only child, but I do have a sister that's not blood related or anything. I just call her my big sister. Love you, Marie. I can't whistle, so I have to use my lower lip to make a call. I am right-handed and right-footed, but when it comes to viewing something, like say on the camera on the viewfinder, I use my left eye. I can roll my R's. And last one, and certainly not least, my favorite holiday is Christmas! Christmas has always been my favorite, not because of like you getting presents and everyone's happy and typical Christmas stuff. My favorite thing about Christmas is being with my family. As long as I can remember, the tradition was that all the cousins and aunt and uncles will meet at grandma's and grandpa's house and eat dinner and open Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve. That was our tradition. All of us together just throwing wrapping paper everywhere. That was Christmas to us. Even when I moved to Colorado and it was just me and my parents, it didn't feel like Christmas to me because the tradition wasn't there. Tradition was that we always were together at grandma and grandpa's house opening Christmas presents. And since when I moved and I didn't have that, it didn't feel like Christmas to me. So later on the years when my family started to migrate this way from California, their tradition came back every year. That's what happens. Everyone comes over and meets at grandma and grandpa's house and we stay up till past midnight just opening Christmas gifts. That's our tradition. So that concludes my 50 random facts about yours truly. I hope you liked it and you learned something new about me. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and I will see you guys later. Bye!